Hello everyone, thank you all for subscribing to my channel and for showing me so much love on my first ever video on YouTube. You are all welcome to my channel. Most people suggested that I start from the very basics and I am going to do exactly that. So today we'll be talking about the basic tools you need to sew. There are so many tools you need to sew, but the ones I'll be talking about in this video are the ones I consider a must, and without any of those tools no sewing will happen. Number 1, a sewing machine. Without a sewing machine, no sewing will happen. So you need one. You can buy this simple one that can only sew in straight lines. Or you can buy the more complicated ones that can sew zigzags and more fancy stitches. If you can, buy the complicated sewing machines that can do everything possible, because even though at the beginning 99% of your time you'll be using the straight stitches, you'll be able to use the fancy stitches like zigzag and buttonhole stitches in the future without having to buy a new sewing machine. I noticed that all sewing machines sold in Obodo come with all these fancy stitches. So if you are outside Nigeria, do not let all those so many stitches scare you. Please go ahead and buy it. I'll do more detailed videos on sewing machines where I show you the parts, how to thread it, and many more information. In this video, I only want to mention it so that the video will not be too long. Number 2, measuring tape. You need a tape to measure what you want to sew and to transfer the measurement to the fabric. In Nigeria, you can buy this tape that has both inches and centimeters. But the standard unit of measurement used by tailors is inches. This may be different where you live. The unit does not really matter. What matters is that you are able to transfer the measurement you got from the person to the fabric. Number 3, a scissors. You need a very sharp scissors to cut your fabric. Yes, it must be very sharp, because sometimes you'll be cutting 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric at the same time. As you can see, this my scissors is very sharp and it gives fabric a clean cut. You can sharpen it if it goes blunt, but it takes a while for it to go blunt. Or you can buy a new one when that happens, because it is not that expensive. Number 4, needles. We have 2 main types of needles. This one is for sewing machines. You can see that the needle hole is at the pointed end, and then this flat end is where it attaches to the sewing machine. This one is for hand sewing. You can see that the hole is at the opposite end of the pointed end of the needle. Hand needle is important for sewing buttons, hooks, or even when you want to hem a cloth by hand. Number 5, thread. A thread is what actually joins the fabrics together. There are different types of thread. Normal cotton thread, woolly weaving thread, embroidery thread, and elastic thread for sewing smoky designs. Number 6, you need something for making marks on the fabric when transferring measurements. Most tailors use chalks, and that is what I use. My sister uses a pencil, so anything that can easily wash off later is fine. Number 7, pins. You will need office pins and safety pins. Office pins to hold the fabric together while cutting or even sewing. And then safety pins for passing elastic. Number 8, a pressing iron. For best results, it is important to iron the fabric as you sew to avoid unnecessary folds. If you want your work to be beautiful and neat, you should iron after every line of stitching. If you can, use a steam iron because the steam iron makes the ironing better. If you do not have a steam iron, you get a water spray bottle like this and then use that with a normal iron. Number 9, containers. You will need containers for your small sewing tools like pins, threads, buttons, and so on. That's it for the most essential tools. I hope I am not forgetting anything. Please, thank you for your support. I am still taking the request for videos, so please leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you.